Sorry about that. Yes. Welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing well. We've got some good news. It's been a quiet few, I suppose, week, 10 days, other than the Omar Barada stuff. Big stream we had the other night. Got loads of great guests on. Big Steve Daps. It's on great views. You guys seem to enjoy it. I enjoyed it, and I felt very calm after. But today we have good news. And I'm going to start with this, Adam Quinn. Adam, first of all, let me know, is that Rathmine? Your profile picture. What? It looks a bit like Rathmines, which is an area near me in Dublin. I don't know, is he Irish, but it looks a bit like it. Adam says, I'll give 200 memberships if we win at Spurs this Friday. You shouldn't make these promises, Adam, because we will hold you to them. We will hold you
He said another one. He said another one, by the way. He said he'll give 100 more if Haaland scores.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Yo, go. Adam's been drinking this section.
City win and a Haaland goal equals 300 memberships, and me, Jordan, Joe, and Freddie are going to Blackpool on a piss up. I'll tell you that.
To Blackpool, mate.
Big up Adam Quinn, though, man. Big up. I don't see this happening, but we will hold you to that. Listen, chat. Do me a favor, 100 the building. Smash a like on this stream. We're gonna get into this breaking news, i.e., our big Norwegian striker. So hit the like button and subscribe if you're new around here. Now, City Extra, shout out Freddie Pie, have said, breaking, Erling Haaland is back in first team training. Bit of new. One of you hit your soundboards. I know both of you have soundboards. Can we hear yours as well, Joe?
Where is it? Shit. Where is it? I can't find it anymore. No. No, I can't find it. Look, I can't find it.
It doesn't matter.
At this point.
Forget it. Forget it. The moment's gone. Right, chat. Everybody, Erling Haaland back in first team training. Obviously, there was kind of a worry over the course of this winter break that Erling Haaland would be out for another period, that, you know, there wasn't really a date set, or I hadn't seen a date set of return. There was worry that he had done more damage than we had initially been told or anticipated. But the word is he is back in training, and so is John Stones. John Stones is back in training as well, ahead of our return to football this week. Of course, we got Spurs this Friday in the Cup. Then, of course, the following weekend, Burnley in the league, when it really starts to get serious again. So to have the big man back, I tweeted a photo of Haaland with De Bruyne, and it's hopefully going to be when Haaland's back, I'd imagine for Burnley. I don't think it'll be for Tottenham. Hopefully that'll be the first time we get to see Haaland and De Bruyne on the same pitch since last season. Both of them should be feeling revived. We know De Bruyne looks revived and refreshed and galvanized. Haaland, I'd like to think too, now that he's had the best part of 2 months off, hasn't he? 6 weeks, 2 months. So, lads, Haaland is back, and it's huge. It genuinely is huge. People talking about whether Salah's going to be back for Liverpool. I don't care, mate. This is huge.
Yeah, well, in fact, my phone just went off for Sky Sports saying that the Salah's injury is more serious than first thought. Liverpool could miss up to 4 weeks. Apparently, more Salah. So that's a pretty madness for them. Not what they need. But Haaland, exactly what we need. That is great news. It's great news to hear, because obviously seeing De Bruyne back is wild, mint to see. Obviously seeing his cameo at Newcastle and him just turn it up, like, it's next level and it's exciting. But what excites me even more is throwing out the players around him. Your players like Doku, your players like Haaland, things like that. That's what we need. That's what we need to see. They're the players that Haaland can provide these assists for. So I'm all for it, man. Exciting times.
It all feels like it's coming together at a good time for us. Like to think about it, that we went through that first part of the season, or the first half of the season nearly, and that 6 games, or 1 win in 6 kind of period, 1 win in 7, whatever it was, with no De Bruyne, Haaland in and out of the team, and then got a long-term injury. John Stones barely available. Rodri picked up suspensions and this, that, the other. To be still in a position where, yes, we're 5 points behind Liverpool, but we have a in hand with Haaland coming back now, hopefully refreshed, recharged. I saw someone in the chat before we went live saying he's installed his iOS update, or whatever the term is. He's upgraded his software, and De Bruyne looks like he's upgraded his software as well. It all feels, Joe, like it's really coming together at a good time for us. I'm feeling really optimistic about it, and I think other people might be sleeping on it a little bit because Liverpool, they beat Bournemouth the other day, and Arsenal beat Palace, and there's people think those teams are looking good, but people might be sleeping on City a bit. For me, when you see Haaland and De Bruyne on the same pitch together again, and they're linking up consistently, people will feel silly for doubting Manchester City.
Yeah, I just hope that they all stay fit this time, because it feels like one of them comes back and then someone else drops out of the team injured. Like, that's been the story of the season, is De Bruyne comes back, oh no, Haaland's injured. Stones has come back, and they go, oh, Haaland's injured. And then Stones drops out the team again. It's like, oh, De Bruyne is back. Like, you can't have all of these. Like, we've never had the spine of the team that we had last season available all at once. Like, that's been our issue, and I think that's why... Well, that's maybe why some people were writing us off, because we didn't look the same, because we didn't have the same team. But, hopefully we can have all these players fit. And we still have a few gears up to go. Like, De Bruyne still can't do... I'd say he still probably can't do more than a half of football at high intensity at the moment. He only did 20 minutes at Newcastle. He said himself that he was, struggling in terms of meeting the pace of the game for that long. So we've still got a way to go, even that they're back. Still got levels to go up, which I guess is kind of terrifying when you consider we're 5 points behind with a game in hand, that, we've still got levels to go.
I think the boost the squad are going to get from seeing Haaland back is going to be huge as well. We saw the boost, and we're seeing the boost consistently now, or like over the 2 games that De Bruyne is featured in. The players look excited to see Kevin De Bruyne back. Like, even when he came on against who was it that we slapped up a couple of weeks ago in the cup? Huddersfield, was it? Huddersfield, yeah. De Bruyne came on for the last 20 minutes of that, and the players looked excited. All of a sudden, Foden was playing with a lot of energy, and he's buzzing around looking to link up, and you had Doku over on the left wing getting his goal and assist from De Bruyne. Then the Newcastle games, like, the world stood still when De Bruyne came on. The Newcastle players were in awe of him. We were in awe of him. The City players were like, yeah, you do your thing, mate. We trust you. And now it's like the big man is back as well. The big man is back. Erling Haaland is back. And I think the players and the club is going to get a massive feel-good factor. Like, even just for the players in the squad to be in training today and see Haaland knocking the ball about, having been gone for so long, and De Bruyne there with him. You've got Doku now as well, who was out for a while. Grealish was out with illness. John Stones is back. Like you say, Joe, I'm just praying that John Stones can stay fit, because he's such an important cog in our machine who's been absent for most of the season. Lads, the feel-good factor, I think, should be there. And I think the hunger will be there as well.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think there's a chance that any of these players, De Bruyne, Haaland, or John Stones, start against Spurs?
I think De Bruyne could.
De Bruyne could. I still feel like it's bringing him on, not starting in games. I don't know why. And then maybe it is something to do with the pace. Like Joe was saying, like De Bruyne has said himself that he's struggling with the pace a little bit at times. I know obviously he's had a few more weeks now as well to get into it, but maybe in the second half of games, it's easier for him to match the pace of the game at that point where the other team's already a little bit tired, as opposed to starting games and having to start with that intensity. Because for me,
if you start him, he has to do. If you start him, you have to take him off at the end of the game, or he has to do 90 minutes. And I don't think he's ready to do 90 minutes.
He said that himself, didn't he? Didn't he say himself that he's not ready for 90 minutes? He could play.
That's why I don't think he'll start. I think we'd prefer to bring him on as like ammunition from the bench. I know this whole start with your best team, and I'm all about that. Start with your best team, go out there, get the game won, take him off, and then you chill. But I don't see a situation where De Bruyne doesn't see the game out. It's a very difficult place to go to as well, so you'd like him on for as much as possible. I guess it all just depends on how fit he is after this warm weather training stuff.
They're in Abu Dhabi now, are they?
They're still there now, yeah.
I'm not sure. I know they were.
It makes sense if
Um,
they were still there now, to be fair.
Chat, get involved in this as well. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. 200 in the building. Please smash the like button if it massively helps. Do we think for Spurs on Friday that he goes with a strong team in general? Do you think he goes all out for this
Yeah,
FA Cup?
yeah, 100%. There's no reason not to. We've had all this time off. I know we play Burnley on Wednesday, but I still feel that we could start a strong team against both Burnley and Spurs. I don't see him resting him at all. It's Pep anyway. It's Pep. Even if we were playing every 3 days up until this point, Pep would still throw out a strong team. But yeah,
it's true.
as
And did you
as
see?
the vibe says there, he says none of the three will start. I agree. I think it'll be a strong team, but I don't think any of them three will start.
Did you see Phil Foden talking about the treble again? He wasn't saying, "Oh, we're going to win the treble again," or yada yada yada. He was like, "It's a massive compliment that people are talking about us potentially doing the treble again," kind of thing. The fact that it's obviously on their radar, the City players obviously still have that hunger and feel they could potentially go and win another treble. Now, for us to expect that as fans is totally ludicrous because one treble is crazy enough as it is, but it's still great to kind of hear those things. And of course, listen, if we want to win a treble or we want to win just the FA Cup itself, we're going to have to overcome Spurs. Now, whether that means getting a draw in White Hart Lane and bringing them back to the Etihad, or getting the monkey off our back and winning in White Hart Lane, we're going to have to do one or the other. I'm with you, Jordan. I think he goes strong. The big question is whether Kevin De Bruyne does start or not. The next big question is whether Haaland's in the squad or not. Do we think there's a potential for Haaland to be in the squad, Joe, or is it more wait till Burnley?
I suppose it depends how many bench slots we have, because we have been struggling to fill out a full bench. Like, there's been a lot of times where we've had a lot of EDS players sat on the bench, or at least a couple anyway, or like 2 goalkeepers as well. So I suppose it depends. I mean, if there's space on the bench, I don't see why not. Because at the end of the day, even if he's on the bench, you didn't have to use him. It's not like on him to use him. He's there just like, if you think it's a time to use him, like 20 minutes at the end, it's like level or something, or we're chasing it, then he's there. He's the option. I don't see why not.
He can do what he did with De Bruyne at Huddersfield, have him on the bench and then bring him on for the last sort of 15, 20 minutes just to get minutes in his legs again. You have to bear in mind, Haaland wasn't out for as long as De Bruyne. He shouldn't be totally unfit now. He's going to be lacking match sharpness, but he shouldn't be totally unfit to the point where he's not capable of featuring at all. But yeah, you could see it. I mean, I've got the fixtures here. We've got Tottenham on Friday, then Burnley, pretty quick turnaround onto the Wednesday, then Brentford, Everton, Copenhagen, Chelsea. These are all very, very winnable fixtures, and the squad's coming together at a really, really good time. Like I say, I'm gassed. Look, I'm like a child when I see these Haaland training photos. I'm not going to lie. It's class to see Erling Haaland back in training. Take Alvarez out of that number 9 role, take the spotlight off him a bit, because I think he was struggling a little bit. And we'll get that link up. We'll get that link up of Haaland, De Bruyne hopefully soon. Phil Foden's going to get to experience properly playing in midfield with confidence with Erling Haaland in front of him. We know Jack Grealish links up very well with Erling Haaland as well. See a bit of Doku. Like the idea of Doku, really fast winger, with Haaland through the middle, really fast number 9, and De Bruyne and Foden in the middle. Like, that's recipe for anybody who plays in any way a high line or decides they're going to try and play a high line and come toe to toe with us. That's recipe for disaster. Those guys will clean up. De Bruyne, like you saw the ball he played for Oscar Bob, those kind of balls, those kind of passes are going to be devastating against defenses. So I'm gassed. That Erling Haaland's back. Bringing KDB and Haaland on as subs would be heartbreaking for rival teams. That's a short-term thing section. Like, short-term with those players, we know they're not fully fit to play 90 minutes. Imagine you're playing against City and you've got Alvarez, Foden, Bernardo, Doku, whoever, playing as a front 5 kind of thing, and you think you're in the game, you think you've hung on, there's 20 minutes left to go, you see Haaland and De Bruyne warming up and getting kitted out to come on the pitch, you're going to go, for fuck's sake, like we're already knackered. Imagine being a centre half and you've been dealing with our attackers all game, and Haaland and De Bruyne come on. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, nah, it's not about that. Heavy. I do think it's a big thing though. It's a massive thing for the Premier League running. So getting De Bruyne back full fitness is major. I think getting Haaland in there. Last time Haaland played was the last time we lost. I think it was the 1-0 Villa loss. I think as long as we can get him back in the team and then obviously get him back firing goals, like we're creating chances in that. Obviously, we with Kev there, mate, the guy should have tap-ins. But we know that Haaland this season has been missing chances, so that's why he needs that new iOS update, mate. He needs that. He needs to be coming back straight on point for us. And hopefully it is. I'm really confident. Like I said, that all the next fixtures, the next like 5 games, whatever, 4 games, are very, very winnable. Very winnable. So I think getting them integrated in this run of fixtures, I think is the perfect thing. Perfect timing as well for Champions League football.
Yeah, getting Haaland back for the Champions League as well. We know it's his favourite competition. I mean, look, with the Premier League, there's 3, 6, 9, 12 points. Hang on, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 points to be played for in February in the Premier League. And all of them, for me, are very, very winnable. So having these players coming back is absolutely huge. And I'm looking forward to seeing the way Haaland comes back because, look, even though is he still the top scorer or joint top scorer of the Premier League with Salah? I think they're on 14 apiece. Even though he's one of the top scorers, if not the top scorer in the Premier League, he still, by his own standards, was having a subpar beginning to the season. His first few months of the season, yeah, doubly maths. I was struggling to do the maths there, buddy. He was poor by his own standards. He was missing point blank chances, very unlike him. And it wasn't really falling from the way it did last season. But I think if Haaland's going to click into gear and find that level he found for the kind of beginning and middle part of last season, now is the perfect time to do it. Now is the real time to do it because we're getting into that period now where we have to become the Sharks again. You know what I mean? We have to become the big blue shark that everyone was talking about last season, that we put the pressure on Arsenal. But this time for me, we're chasing a different beast. We're chasing a team and a manager that actually knows how to really go the distance. So if we're going to go and overtake Liverpool, even though it's very doable because the points gap isn't too large, we need our big hitters on form and we need our big hitters to be playing at their best. So it's all coming at a good time, man. It's all coming at a good time for me. But just because Haaland and De Bruyne are back, it doesn't mean other players can take their foot off the gas. Phil Foden, for me, has been absolutely exceptional for 2 months. 2 months now, I think it's fair to say. He continues this form. Jack Grealish needs to get back to that form because he was actually playing quite well just before Christmas as well. And then Docker's going to have to reintegrate himself. Rodri, I saw you speaking on stream earlier on. Isn't he close to a suspension, which is not very...
yeah. Rodri's two yellow cards away from a 2-game ban.
Like this narrative the rival fans love to push that Rodri never gets booked and referees never penalize him. It's bullshit. The guy's never done getting yellow cards.
Rodri is in pure rage mode this year, you know.
He is. He's angry, Rodri.
I seen him in the Newcastle game. Yeah, it looked like he was kicking off again. It was at one point, and I was like, "Yo, he needs to calm down." I think he'd already been booked at that point. I can't remember if it was the Newcastle game, but he was kicking off. Guys got some pent up rage this year, you know. So we need to have a plan of action for that. I did look at the fixtures, and we're saying that if he gets booked, I know obviously, ideally he doesn't get booked from now until the end of the year, yeah. But now until the end of the season. But is it 3 yellow cards? Well, it's that's not a lot of yellow cards to go all that way from now to the end of the season. So, we went on the idea it was 2 yellow cards. It was 2 yellow cards. Get booked against Everton, get booked against Chelsea, and then he'd only miss Bournemouth and is it Brentford and Bournemouth, something like that. So if he can get himself just out of them 2 games, I'd be all right.
If he's gonna get suspended, do it in February, please. Do it in February because
because March is a rip. There's so many difficult fixtures in March.
If we want to win this Premier League, which I believe we do, and I believe we will, we absolutely need Rodri, De Bruyne, Foden, and Haaland to be cooking in March. Absolutely cooking. I mean, I'm going to get these March fixtures up now because we all know this, but we have to familiarize ourselves. Look, from March, 2nd of March, Manchester Derby, Copenhagen at home, Liverpool away, Brighton away, Arsenal home, Villa away or Villa home, 3rd of April, Palace away. Like, look, that March, United, Copenhagen, Liverpool, Brighton, and Arsenal. That is disgusting. Like, that is outrageous. We need our best players cooking. And you know what? Mr. Love Island, Ruben Diaz, it's time for you. We all know your story now. It's time for you to put that shit behind you. You need to get back to Ruben Diaz that we know and love. Your missus, she's gone to do reality TV. You have a family here. You are loved here. Get back to your best, mate. Speaking of defenders, big up Piplup. We need Akanji back, our best defender. I think I saw something about Akanji today saying he's going to be out for a little while. We don't know when he's back, do we?
I've not seen anything like Akanji's return, which is unfortunate because when John Stones out, he's the only one that does the John Stones inverting role. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know Piplup with Akanji when he's going to be back. But look, it's really hard. We never seem to have a fully fit squad.
Apparently, well, to be fair, on this website on Man City injuries, they've got a potential return as the 31st, which is Burnley. So potentially another week. So not this weekend, but maybe back for Burnley.
So we could have a potentially fully fit squad, Piplup, by next week. Literally by the next 10 days, we could have everybody back, which is great, which is absolutely great. Because this February period, like I said, I'm not trying to downplay or be disrespectful to any of our opponents in February, but it's a real period of games that we should be looking to win, every single one. And it's a great period for us to build up momentum, keep building on what we've built over the last few weeks. Like that Newcastle win, I genuinely believe that was significant. I believe that Newcastle win, the Kevin De Bruyne performance, and the manner in which people were speaking about De Bruyne after was statement. It was significant, and we have to build on that. And we can continue to build on that throughout this February period coming up, and of course the rest of January too. Burnley has to be a job done. You're giving yourself a great platform going into that horrible period in March. So having everybody back fit, keeping everybody fit is going to be key to that process. Big up professional idiot, my brother. It's time to beat those banter, whining, crying, moaning, no skill, poorly run, jealous clubs who call us guilty. Let's show them why oil money is superior. That's fighting talk from you professionally. That's fighting talk. The conversations around the cheating and all that kind of stuff was very interesting this week when reading the reactions of Omar Barada going to Manchester United and how people were saying it's him jumping ship to get away from the charges, completely failing to acknowledge that the charges go with him wherever he goes. He can go to United, he can go to fucking Scunthorpe. It doesn't matter where he goes. You were still involved in our alleged wrongdoings, Mr. Barada. So any United fans saying,
I think it backs up the other side of it, like that United don't really think that there's too much into this investigation.
Exactly.
Hence why they're going signing someone like Barada who's been involved in the whole CFG.
If United have done any due diligence, I hate that word, I can't say it, but due diligence, you would like to think they've looked into the possibility of whether City are going to be found guilty and what they're going to be found guilty of. If they've done that, they're obviously satisfied that Barada, who is heavily involved with our commercial side of things since 2011, he would have been, instrumental in many of these apparent dodgy sponsorships, that he's going to be cleared. So I actually take a lot of confidence from this. And I saw a great tweet. I don't know who posted it. It was an image of Pep, Cheeky, Ferran Soriano, Omar Barada, and I think it was Sheikh Mansour standing behind the 5 trophies we won in 2023. And he was like, this was a United fan that tweeted this. He was like, don't get too gassed about the appointment of Omar Barada because these 5, they are the 5 main men at Manchester City. They are the 5 core, the main fathers of everything we do, and the cogs, the main cogs in the machine. But Omar Barada, of course, would have been learning off these guys, but he was never going to overtake them. He was never going to become CEO. He was never going to become chairman because the guys ahead of him were just that good at what they do. Your Caldunes and your Cheekies and these guys. So, look, it is what it is. Big professional idiot back again. Diego Simeone must be rizzing up Rodri recently, considering he's starting to remember his Atletico Madrid days. Has Rodri been speaking about his period in Madrid? Don't know.
I've not seen anything. But if he has, then that's all it'll be. He can remember him all he wants. Doesn't mean he's going back. Guy going nowhere. City don't go and get rid of the best defensive midfielder in world football. Not a chance. Guy can think about Madrid all he wants, mate. He can think about Madrid all he wants.
Listen, enjoy your memories, Simeone. Enjoy your memories because they're a great thing. They're a great thing. Big up Fresh for the super chats. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, by the way. Nearly 300 in the building. Do us a favor, hit the like button. Thoughts on Savio? This is the Girona guy. I'm seeing increasing hype around Savio. And Jan Quoto is also linked with Real Madrid, another one of our prospects, another one of our guys, I suppose, at Girona. I'm not going to lie to you, Piplup. I don't know a huge amount about Savio. I don't watch La Liga. I've been meaning to because Girona has a lot of hype around them right now, but I haven't watched them properly. Maybe you could enlighten me, or maybe either of you, Joe or Jordan, would know a bit more about Savio, but I've not watched them.
I've not seen him play. I know Jordan are having an incredible season this year. There's already talks of the manager getting off. I know they're having a mint year, but I've not seen anything on Savio. I know he's a left winger, that's about it. But I've got his stats. He's played 24 games this season. He's got 6 goals and 7 assists. So, guy's doing bits.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Do you know anything about him, Joe? Savio?
No, it's interesting you say he's a left winger. I thought he's a right winger. If he's a left winger, then I'd lean towards nah, because I'm kind of calm with our left hand side. Like Doku and Grealish, we have enough infighting with those two already. We don't need another one, because he will just kick off.
Well, he can play right wing as well. I've just checked last season. Last season he predominantly played right wing, but this season he's not played right wing once. He's only played left wing, so I guess he's just versatile. I'm not sure what footed he is, but I'm just looking at Transfermarkt. They've got him down as a left winger, but like I say, last season played right wing more. This season he's played left wing more. So
You can play right and left wing. Play right and left wing. Yeah. I don't know. They're obviously smashing at Girona, and their top players are going to have interest from a lot of clubs around the world because of how well they're doing. We're obviously linked with Paqueta. We've been linked with Olise. We've been linked with Wirtz. I would imagine we're going to go in for one of them at least this summer. I still think Paqueta, and I might be reading into it too much, but the Carvin Phillips to West Ham might sweeten the deal for Paqueta in the summer. I don't know. I don't know much about Savio. I'll have a look at him for you, Piplup, and I'll let you know what I think. Salah missed the Arsenal game, but not the City game. That Arsenal-Liverpool game is very significant for us. I think a draw will probably be the best outcome there again. Considering
the Liverpool
both of them.
Game?
It's in the next 2-3 weeks. Next 2 weeks, maybe.
Oh, Sunday, 4th of Feb.
Yeah,
next Sunday. Wild.
I'd take an Arsenal win, to be honest, because I'm more confident about us being able. I'm more confident about us being able to beat Arsenal than Liverpool at Anfield. But I'd rather Liverpool drop all points. So a draw's still good in it, but if Liverpool win, then it's like, it's peak.
Tell you what, man, we might have to do a watch along for that. We might have to set up a watch along.
Liverpool
I'm to watch along. We could even get the 3 of us on a watch along.
Yeah, we could all do it. We'll triple it, man.
That'd be sick. Chat, hit the like button, man, if you want to watch along. If you want to watch along for Liverpool Arsenal, hit that like button and let us know in the comments if you want to do it, because that's a significant day in the title race. Liverpool Arsenal, that's a significant day, and it's in that February period that we're talking about where we're in a good position. And someone's dropping points. You know what I'm saying? Someone's dropping points on that day. So,
I mean, and anything other than a Liverpool win is incredible for us. Anything other than a Liverpool win, do not need Liverpool picking up more points. I'm with Joe. I'd take an Arsenal win. Me, that's my favorite one. As much I'd like a draw because then both drop points. As much points as Liverpool can get, because I think it'll be us and Liverpool at the end of the season. I think Arsenal fall off even further. I think the gap will open up between us and Liverpool again, like we've seen in previous years.
Yeah, I hear it. I get that. Yeah, if you want to watch along, guys, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Just let us know, because I'm actually game. I'm not too arsed about watch alongs for their teams really, but for these kind of games, yeah, I think big games, man. We might have to start re-upping some rival watch-alongs for the title race, the run-in, because
it's getting serious now, isn't it? So
it is, man. It's getting serious, and as I said at the top of the stream, it's getting serious. But we're getting serious at a good time. Like I said, that Newcastle win was a statement. That was serious. That was serious stuff. De Bruyne coming back, Haaland coming back, serious stuff. So yeah, I'm gassed. I'm just checking Twitter, see is there anything else we're talking about while we're here.
I just seen a Caribbean racer. He said it in the stream. Caribbean racer said Savio for him, and I've seen a lot about Savio. Apparently, he's going to be sick. Someone before was saying about Jan Couto in the chat, and you mentioned Jan Couto, who's obviously a City player at Girona as well. He's got 2 from obviously playing right back, isn't it? He's got 2 goals and 7 assists. Which is mad. Jan Couto,
so he's cooking.
Bits. Yeah, guy cooking, mate. He's only 21 as well. So Right,
as a right back.
We need a right back. So I mean, I know we have Rico, don't we? So
Big up Finn Brooks, man. I know he was in the chat there. I saw him a few minutes ago, and he messaged me on Instagram about an hour ago. I'm going to propose this question, and it's not me saying this is what I want. I just want to get an overall consensus of where we're at. Apparently, Newcastle are saying they'd sell Kieran Trippier for 11 or 12 million. Would you consider it?
I like Trippier. I do like him.
I like
Trippier.
Trippier.
Free kicks as well. My only issue is injury concerns, and also he's been a bit whack this year at times. Has been a bit dodge. So I have concerns with it. I do like him. I like him as a footballer. I just don't see City going for it. I think he'll stay at Newcastle.
He's having his own kind of personal love life issues, isn't he, this season, if I'm not mistaken? Like Kyle Walker.
Oh no, another one.
I don't want to.
Not another one.
No, you're joking.
You're joking.
It's just English right backs, man. They're mad for it. You got Trent, stop saving chat, lad. You got Kyle Walker, Kieran Trippier. I don't know. I don't know what they're at these days, but he's 33. I mean, like, it's not going to happen. City aren't like. Imagine Kyle Walker's fume as the club captain and staying on last summer to find out that Trippier signs in January. Like, it would just be crazy.
Yeah, I don't see us going for Trippier. I think he's going to stay there with his own issues, isn't it?
He's not played well this season by all accounts. Kieran Trippier. I'm on to the extra here. Doesn't seem to be anything else. It's been a quiet day.
Oh, Carvin Phillips is getting off, isn't he? I know I spoke about that before, but yeah, thoughts on that? Carvin Phillips going West Ham.
Good move. Good move for him.
Great move.
W move, chat. W or L move for Carvin Phillips to West Ham.
Any move is a W move for Carvin Phillips.
No, but I think if you're thinking of the bigger picture, it's a W move. Because like I said, give them a good deal. Give them a good deal in the summer. You want to keep them permanently? Good price. Good price just for you, West Ham. But do bear in mind. Do bear in mind, we like Paqueta. We want to sell our car to Lucas Paqueta. So if you could give us a good deal on that as well, we can make something. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, kind of thing.
Yeah, man. West Ham, Chester City, innit?
Exactly. Come on, you Owens. Joe, Calvin Phillips to West Ham. Like, obviously, as Jordan said, any move for Calvin Phillips is a good move because he's done. He's done at Manchester City. But look, I've maintained for a long time on this channel and everywhere I've spoke about him, I think he's a really good footballer. And I think he will be a really good footballer. I think he probably suits the West Ham style of play. He's going to probably play well under David Moyes. I think David Moyes will get better out of him than Pep did because Pep clearly was never too harsh to getting better out of him. But for you, good move, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely sweetened the deal, isn't it? Because, I mean, a few days ago, the news was that we weren't budging on our, we want this loan fee and you're going to have to buy him in the summer. We want this option to buy it. If we're just sending him to West Ham, like, there's no obligation to buy. You just take him on loan, just pay his wages, and we'll come back at the end of the season. So there's definitely something going on there. I'm not having they've just budged for no reason just because it's West Ham.
Put it this way, yeah, if Calvin Phillips goes there and absolutely smashes it, at the end, basically, that's what we need. We need to hope that Calvin Phillips goes to West Ham, does bits from now until the end of the season, and then in summer they're going, we want to keep hold of Calvin Phillips, so then that we can do a deal with him. We need Calvin to be like our man, innit? Agent Calvin. He goes there and sorts us out.
Give away your KP signed shirt. I'll tell you what, whenever we hit 100,000 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway for my signed Calvin Phillips shirt. It's signed by a treble winner. Whether you like it or not, he is a treble winner.
That is fact. It is a treble winning shirt.
Nothing will ever take away his treble winner status.
He's a treble winner.
You'll be sending it out and people will be sending it back.
If you want
paying the extra shipping just to give it back to you.
I can add value to it. I can get Jordan to sign it as well. And then you've got Calvin Phillips.
I'll sign it as well. And my signature will be worth more than Calvin's.
Look, at the end of the day, he's a treble winner. So if you want a treble, a jersey from last season signed by one of the treble winners, albeit not a very influential one, at 100k, keep your eyes peeled.
I mean, to be fair, Hugh, you're a treble winner.
Am I? Oh,
Yeah.
I fucking am. Where is it?
Get your medal. Get your medal.
Man nearly forgot. He is him. He is him.
Hooray.
Look at that. He is him. What a treble winner.
Yeah, man's a treble winner.
You sign it then as well.
Calvin.
You
So, yeah, you
sign that
sign
shirt
it.
and you give it away. Two
You
treble
sign
winners
it.
on one shirt.
2 treble winners on one shirt. Look at this. It's flexing on us now. That lowers the value for sure.
Oh, this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't actually know I was wearing this.
Oh man. If you was on Big Six and
okay.
did that, bro, you'd get cooked.
I did. I did, like 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I remember we were speaking about it when you first got it, wasn't it?
They were all like, "Oh, where'd you get that chocolate coin, mate? It's so dead." All I'm saying is, I'd much rather a chocolate coin for winning a treble than no chocolate coin for winning a treble. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
you know
not
what I mean,
chocolate, by
right?
the way. Just to be clear, it's
Yeah, solid, mate.
solid, mate. Solid gold, by the way. Anyways, we're starting to ramble off here, chatting shit. But Haaland is he's back in training. Hopefully, we might see him briefly against Tottenham. He might be on the bench. Who knows? I would expect to see him on the pitch for some sort of period, a cameo of some sort against Burnley, and then it's all systems go. It's all systems go. Kanji maybe too. John Stones might feature. It's all looking good in the world of Manchester City. I'm going to put a link to Joe's YouTube channel, well, it's my personal one, but Joe uploads videos on it every single day. He streams with me. Me and Joe go live at like 10:30, 11, late night chats, kind of podcast style. We just chat shit for like an hour in the evening and nighttime. So go subscribe over there. About 100 subscribers away from 7K. So subscribe to that channel and help Joe and support him because he's always very good to us. He always comes on here last minute when we ask him, and we massively appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got the goods for tonight, Mr. Porty? Is something coming out on your end?
It's because we're coming out on my end. It was doing for a few days after Hot Ones, but yeah, it was atomic what was coming out of me. Yeah, so Hot Ones trailer in the next hour or so. Yeah, in the next hour.
Oh, we need to get Joe on a Hot Ones, man. We need to get Joe on a fucking Hot Ones.
Yeah,
Shit.
mate, we're getting on Hot Ones, and just to say, right, you can actually see the pain in my face. I thought, yeah, I've seen the Hot Ones, yeah, I've seen it loads of times. I thought it was going to be bad. I didn't think it was going to be as bad as it is. It is horrendously bad. Like bad.
Really?
It's hard, man. There's one point, right, where I didn't speak for about 3 or 4 minutes. How much milk did you need? We got 4 liters of milk.
They don't know who it's with. They don't know who it's with.
No.
Okay, so that's a surprise. That's another big surprise to keep an eye out for. Who the video is with.
I mean, to be fair, they won't know when they watch it, but then they will know him after that.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna get an advert of Hot Ones. You'll see clips of me dying, guest dying, and then we can reveal the rest later.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
on Wednesday, full release is on Wednesday.
All I'll say is it might give you an indication as to what Erling Haaland's been doing in his time off. No.
Yeah, it's my fault.
No, Haaland is not on the Hot Ones. But you will get a trailer for the first Hot Ones episode. Apparently,
Season 1, episode 1, and then we're gonna keep going. Make our way through all the City content creators. And Joe, you exist on this list now, so
No.
you're not getting away with that. Neither are you, Mr. Murray, sitting there all quiet. You're next.
This is my channel now, mate.
You're next.
I think you forgot the part where I'm no longer a guest here.
That's how you qualify. That's how you qualify because you're not a guest.
Right. Anyways, I'll do Hot Ones. Me and Joe will do Hot Ones. Maybe we'll do a joint one because we originally started on the same channel.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout actually.
We could do a joint one. Right, we're gonna start wrapping up here, guys. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss that Hot Ones trailer when it drops in the next hour or so. And leave in the comments of the trailer who you want to see over the next couple of episodes of Hot Ones as well. Link to Joe's channel is in the chat once again. Like I said, he's about 100 subscribers off the big 7K. He is working hard over there, so I'd appreciate you go over and show love to Joe. Smash a like on this stream on your way out. Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments and all the news we spoke about. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you very soon. Good night and God bless. Boom,